Ladies and gentlemen, have a seat. We're gonna pull back the curtain on some comedy. Sit back, relax, and chat with us. Collab on a piece that will perform as we perfected all the intricacies line by line. We'll take it one joke at a time. With Michael Copenhaver and Spike McCulley. Oh, God, the producer, he's a real OG. Oh, yeah, I'm ready for one joke at a time.
Good morning, everybody. It's Saturday. It's 11 a.m., so it's time for...
One joke at a time?
Yes!
Joke?
Good answer, Spike. You're right.
I was guessing, man. I don't like it when you don't put in like the selection. Like, I like an A, B, C, or D. You know what I mean? I don't like just the fill-in-the-blank type question. That can go a lot of different ways. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with this crowd, sure can.
Camera and been like, dicks? I don't know. Is it time for dicks? I don't know. But anyways, I'm one of the hosts, Spike McCulley.
And I'm your other host, Michael Copenhaver. Good to see you guys, everybody, this morning. Welcome back for another riveting edition of One Joke at a Time, where we bring our guest out. We talk for roughly an hour, and we beat around this premise until we come up with 3 to 5 minutes to do on stage. And we must not forget our trusty compadre, Jonathan Hamill, in the back. What's up, Jonathan?
Good morning, Vietnam! That hasn't been referenced enough times.
The man on Jonathan down this morning, y'all.
Wow.
Jonathan had to fight and scrape to be here.
I did, actually. I had to refuse to do more work and leave work.
Like a true folk hero.
That's right. Our own John Henry. And we are so happy to have you, Jonathan, because without you, we don't get that intro to run. I can't do it. I'm a moron. Without the intro, the show is just so much. Without the intro, the show is so much less. Without further ado, let's bring out today's guest. Today's guest is CP Post. She's a comedian out of Sarasota, Florida, by way of New York. Good morning, CP.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How long have you been in comedy?
Just over 2 years.
Just over 2 years. Relatively new. That's nice. Very exciting. You got any good credits yet? Any great spots you've been?
Yeah, you know, I've this year, since January 1st, I've been in close to 30 different shows. I've done shows from Orlando to West Palm Beach, Tampa, pretty much all over Florida. And today I'm actually going to be driving out to Miami. There's a comedy festival going on down there. I'm going to do a competition, and then I'm going to a comedy club to do a show at 11 o'clock tonight.
Nice. I've got a friend tonight with a show tonight with a friend of mine over in Pennsylvania. I'm so excited. It's an outdoor show, and it's been raining here for a fucking week. I'm really excited about it.
Can I ask a question, CP?
Sure, go ahead.
In Florida, if you was to attempt a Florida man joke, is it just a man joke?
Florida man?
Yeah, like you know how the Florida man everywhere else in the country flies. In Florida, it's just a dude.
I would just be Florida guy. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's funny.
Does it fly over there? Like, can you get off a Florida man joke in Florida?
They are so popular here because it's so relatable, and everybody has lots of Florida man stories. There's a newspaper that actually just prints Florida man stories, and they're real. And it'll print like 20 of them a day, and you can just sit there and read them, and it is unbelievable.
Yeah. So they just get behind it with that hometown cheer, like, yeah,
yes,
we're fucking dumb.
Oh yeah, no, in Florida, there's no trying to deny what's going on down here. The heat just gets to people's brains and it just fries them. I'm convinced of it. It's the heat, the water. I don't know. I mean, we're one of the only states that completely denied the fact that COVID exists. It never happened here.
That's right. Thank you, Florida. You
I mean-
represent what America could be.
We've been working in comedy down here since probably July. We took off a couple of months and then we went right back to it again.
Right. That's nice. So today's premise, I think we're handling fetishes.
Fetishes. It's going to get saucy, folks.
Florida man fetishes.
That's a woman with a gator tail.
I only masturbate the gator hisses.
Cool.
Let's start by asking who here has a fetish?
I have a pretty strong vagina fetish, if I want to be honest.
It's a good fetish.
Recently, I was introduced to a fetish I didn't even know I had. Apparently, I enjoy being slathered in baby oil. I mean, head to toe, dripping wet in baby oil. I love that shit.
Is
I
there,
had
a,
no idea until it happened.
is there a name for that one?
Comedian?
Creep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We shortened it. We just called it creep.
Creep fetish.
Greasy pervert.
He's just a creepy motherfucker. That was a weird day of shooting, everybody. Mike's over
I
there.
cannot wait to show you guys that video.
He's like, oh yeah, I'm loving this. It's like,
Ooh.
Thank you, Jonathan. I need that.
oh, it was weird.
I know. I felt weird doing it.
No,
But
he
it felt
didn't.
so good.
He didn't feel weird at all doing it. Once he got in it, like at first, he felt weird before he did it, and afterwards, you could tell he felt liberated.
I was in my own glory hole. Glory place. Place of glory. Fetishes. So that's how I found out. Yes, I enjoy being slathered head to toe in baby oil. One joke at a time, team. Wait around for that one. This is going to be very worth your while. I don't want to give too much away. We're just going to say we shot some stuff last week that we're still monkeying around with, and when we release it, holy shit, you're going to be disturbed while you laugh.
Yeah, yeah, it's a disturbing image. It really is.
Woo!
I have a pass. Sorry,
No. Fuck that. Go. What were you going to say?
I didn't mean to call ball on that.
No, tough shit. Now you've done it. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
So,
Sierra, my daughter says confirmed. My dad's a weirdo.
oh, it was creepy. He come up behind me, Sierra. Like I'm looking in the camera and I'm doing some of this shit, and he come up behind me and started rubbing my shoulders, and I immediately broke character. It was like, whoa, too greased up for that shit, buddy. Like, come on, man.
He thought we were going to go from brothers to lovers, I think.
If you know me to get me to break character, you're fucking working.
The last time I was being Santa Claus talking about a bad night in Vietnam.
That touched on my heartstrings.
That was so funny. That was a fun day of shooting, too.
Okay. What about
To our
the
guest, do you have a fetish?
Me or
You're our guest.
I do.
Let's hear it.
I have a fetish with the Easter Bunny.
Hot. Furry.
Yeah, because I like the chocolate.
Is it the
Nice.
ear?
I do, too.
Yeah.
Bring me the chocolate balls,
Bring me
buddy.
the chocolate. I'm all about the chocolate. I was born around Easter time. That's my thing. Easter Bunny.
That get you going?
Yeah. Chocolate.
Does your old man come in like wearing like the Easter Bunny suit? Like, what's up? Has his ears all slicked back and shit.
Yeah.
ACP.
Oh yeah, the big feet, the tail. But
Yeah.
it's mostly really about the basket of chocolate.
I'm about to put the Peter in Cottontail.
That's gold right there, Spike.
That's good. I like that.
But I like how she totally discounts the husband in the entire exchange. No. It's about the basket of chocolate.
And I feel like that's what it always is. What can I get from this exchange, right?
It's those big eggs. You know, and the chocolate. And that tail. The big feet. The ears.
You know what they say about a rabbit with big feet?
Big
Big
eggs.
old bag, big old box of chocolate.
Big old box of chocolates, yeah. Or big eggs, yeah.
Large huevos.
Big ears. You could say a lot of things.
Huevos más grandes. Good
Quavos.
morning, everybody. I'm usually on the spot with looking at your comments. I can't see shit today. I'm on a different view because I'm not in the studio. Leslie Huntley. Hey, CP. Good morning, Leslie. She was supposed to be our guest a few weeks ago, but we double booked, so we still have to bring her back around. Leslie.
Leslie. I just did a show for Leslie in Orlando on Tuesday.
Yes, I'm going to be down south in July, and I'm going to try to maybe make a longer trip out of it and do something in Florida with you guys.
Ooh, that would be great.
We'll see. Maybe. It's turning into a family trip. We got family up and down the coast. My folks are elderly, do not drive themselves, so I might just take them along and drop them off and do some family visiting while we're doing the trip. If I do that, I won't be stretching it to go to Florida. Oh, shit, I already forgot. I booked something for the day after. So I'm in Savannah, Georgia on the 10th of July, and I booked something in West Virginia on the 11th, so never mind. I will not be going to Florida this trip.
Oh, West Virginia. Once you go
I'm
there,
excited.
you really don't need to go to Florida. You're good to go.
Yeah, West Virginia, man. Just as every bit as interesting as Florida, man, minus the alligators.
Yeah. Is there a
They
West
got
Virginia
tigers and
man?
bobcats and such.
There needs to be a West Virginia man.
There is. I'm related to just about all of them. My dad's whole family's from West Virginia. My mom's people come from Kentucky. So, yes, I am well versed in the hillbilly way.
Okay, good.
I have never eaten varmint of any kind. No squirrels, no possums, no anything like that. So we're not that hillbilly.
Okay. Have you eaten gator?
No, but I really want to.
Oh, it's great.
I've heard that from so many people. They say it tastes like chicken. And I disagree. It probably doesn't taste like chicken. I think they're talking about the texture.
You know, I think what it really is I think chicken tastes like gator.
It's like a gamier chicken.
That's why. That's the confusion. It's that chicken really just tastes like gator.
It's like
To
chew.
be fair, that's probably the most accurate statement because the gator's been around for, 300 million years?
Yes.
Domesticated chicken's not even close.
2 days at best.
How come whenever you just like something, it's just like, no, he's really into that. But the second sex is involved, it becomes a fetish. Like, why do we separate it like that? You know what I mean?
Well, apparently with furries, it's not about sex. It's just about being a furry.
But it's considered a fetish because there's sex in it somewhere. Otherwise, it doesn't hit the term fetish, right?
First off, if you watch enough Pornhub, there's sex in everything.
On
I mean, dude,
Pornhub,
Mother's Day's forever ruined for me. Thanks, Pornhub.
Yeah, if it's a fetish, is it automatically sex involved? I don't know. Because I watched My Strange Addiction, which has some weird fetishes on it. Have you seen that show, My Strange Addiction?
Heard of it. I think I watched one.
Yeah, it's really weird. There's a dude that's like into his inflatable pool animals and objects. He's like 30 inflatable pool things, like a big blow up, I don't know, shark or dolphin. And he's clearly not having sex with these things. I think he's just keeping them around. I mean,
literally.
is that a fetish?
He's
Or is it just a weird collection?
Oh no, he kisses them and he brings them in his bed and
he
No,
makes
that's
their mouth whole.
those are his special things. Like he's spending all his time with them. He's literally kissing them. And they
fetish
stay on top
slash
of him, he
obsession.
stays on top of them.
Built one with a fleshlight mount.
Bring out the gimp.
Bring out the gimp, yeah. Oh my god, I love Pulp Fiction so much. Great movie.
You never know what Jonathan's going to add to the show with the pictures in the background. That's what we love about Jonathan. He's like the third host that you'll rarely get to see, but he really adds something to the show. We love our Jonathan. Thanks, buddy. And without him, like I said, we don't get that intro because I'm a moron. I can't figure out how to do it.
What if like whenever you do that, like when a dude uses a tool to masturbate other than his hand, is that considered a fetish?
When a dude uses what?
Anything other than his hand.
Huh.
You start bringing in utensils. Is that considered a fetish, especially if you do it on the regular? Or is that just a normal?
I think it's a fetish the moment you need that to achieve orgasm. That's when it's a fetish.
But
If you're just experimenting,
But like she said, some of them, like they're just like collections and things that they like. There's not really anything sexual about it. I'm just trying to cusp like where we're at on like what really makes the fetish. You know what I mean? Like where do we as society draw that line where it's like, nah, this is weird. That dude's got a weird fucking foot fetish.
yeah, because it is very subjective. I mean, one person
actually, if you look at the crawler, it's not subjective. We have Jonathan bringing up the actual dictionary for fetish.
Oh, okay.
Your need or desire for an
Fun
object
out of everything
or
here.
an activity for sexual excitement or an object to believe to have magical powers.
That is my penis.
Clearly, the inflatables have magical powers.
So half.
So almost, it seems like almost any object, activity, or idea that you fetishize. It's almost just like if you want it to be a fetish, it's almost like when somebody's like, are you a nerd about something? Like everybody's a nerd about something. Some people have a fetish. Like maybe your fetish is just commitment. Maybe you have a carrot up your ass.
Well, see,
I
now,
have all sorts of Vader stuff, but I'm not sexually addicted to Vader.
yeah, but you still have a Vader fetish, according to that.
But there's no sexual desire. I thought that was part of the whole thing.
No.
A
No.
strong and unusual need or desire for something.
Ah, we sexualized it.
A need or desire for an object, body part, or activity for
We
sex.
sexualized it for you.
As well as the third option is an object that is believed to have magical powers.
It's okay,
You
dude.
believe he has magical powers and you're obsessed with him.
Right. It's okay. You want to have hammy-sexual sex with Darth Vader, and we still love you and support you.
So Harry Potter's wand is a fetish.
I guess.
Well, I'd say another thing about it, if it's something you love enough to where if somebody wanted to incorporate it into sex, would you at least be like, I'll think about it? If Darth Vader wanted you to, go rail a chick down with him, would you say no?
He wants to be him. He wants to be him. So he wants to get dressed like Darth Vader and then nail like a woodland dressed Ewok chick or some random shit.
Yeah.
For him, it's about power and dominance. You can already fucking tell where he's at in his head. He's got
Not an Ewok.
power dominance fetish thing. With enough money, Michael Copenhaver ends up with one of those game rooms. That is a pile of lawsuits a decade later.
Ooh.
Harvey
You're making it sound like
Weinstein.
if I had the money, I would have my own personal Epstein Island. That's not how it works, man.
I'm not saying it's an Epstein Island thing. I'm just saying, like, you're like Harvey Weinstein. You believe your penis holds a magical power.
I do believe that. That's a fact.
Why
And
is
we've
it?
had this conversation.
Why are all the Jews getting involved in this? Why is it Epstein and Weinstein, and then there was that guy Wiener? Remember that guy? Wiener? Who said
Oh,
Dick
that's
Wiener?
That's pretty easy to explain. Because you got to have a certain amount of money to play in the game.
Oh,
Ooh.
Hey, you set him up, I'll knock him down, CP. You
Okay, all right. I walked right into that one. Clearly, I walked into that. All right, good. Yes, it's all about the money.
it's Old Testament fetishes. That's what we're talking about.
Ooh.
Also, we got to like sacrifice a lamb.
Just don't sacrifice the Easter bunny.
The Easter bunny.
You can take all the lambs you want. Just leave the Easter bunny, Magic Johnson.
Yes, it is a Magic Johnson.
What if
How do we explain R. Kelly then? Oh, money. But he's not Jewish.
Leslie
Well, that's where he fucked up. He kept doing it over and over again. The first time was a slap on the wrist because he had all that money. But then he was tainted and not really making a lot of more money. So then when he started pissing on girls again, it's like, you had your chance. Now you got to go to jail. Like Bill Cosby. He bought his way out of it for all those years. And then suddenly it's like, well, sorry, Bill, it's It's 2020. You need more than a few $1,000s now. Bam, off to prison.
Yeah, me too.
Leslie Huntley says, "What about hair porn? I was paid $300 an hour to blow dry my hair on video, just like I would if no one was watching. Nothing you would normally find sexy. He sold the videos online on fetish websites."
Leslie,
What can you do for me there, Leslie Huntley? What can I do? I'm a relatively hairy person. Is there a hair guy fetish? I'll blow dry the hair on my ass for $1,000 an hour. I don't give a shit.
He will blow dry.
Wow, that's messed up. I
Leslie
should probably know what website that was so I can steer clear.
Apparently, there's whole
How
websites
much was it?
do anything, almost anything, and people will pay for it. It's like clipping your toenails, sending in like your underwear, taking weird things. And then don't forget about mukbang.
Mukbang? Oh, walk me through this.
Oh, you don't know mukbang?
No, I don't. Who's that? Is that hubby?
No, that was my daughter.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah. No, it's okay. She's 22. Say hi.
A lovely girl. Oh, she does have hair. Good morning.
She taught me everything I know.
It's true.
No, so mukbang, which my daughter taught me about, there's a whole genre of videos where you literally just watch people eat anything and in large quantities. So
I have heard of this. I didn't know it had an actual name for this.
Yeah, it's called mukbang. You see, even the Asians are really into it. You see these tiny little Asian girls that like are this big, eating like 500 pieces of sushi, and just sit there eating. And they put the microphone really, really super up high so you can hear every. And I got to tell you, I really like this. It's really enjoyable. If you
have a fetish other than
yes,
YouTube,
mukbang, and I'll go even further than that. There's this young girl. I don't know her name, but you can Google it. She's super, super pretty, very beautiful girl. And she does a weird mukbang, and it's where she will eat candy and treats and cookies that are in the shapes of things. Like one time, and I think somebody made it for her, she ate this huge amount of Crayola school supplies that were all edible, but they looked exactly like Crayola school supplies. I mean, down to the pencil sharpener that even had the tiny little screws with the imprinted word in it. And she showed you, and then she eats it, and it's like it's mind blowing. Oh, that's it.
People will jack off to anything.
Yes.
Is that her?
I think that's her. Yeah.
This is the kind of shit that makes me want to slit my wrist.
I watched this for hours. I just loved it. I couldn't get enough of it.
These are literally the kind of things that make me want to draw a warm bath and just sit there and be like, fuck it. There is no hope. There is no fucking way we get our way out of this fucking hole.
You need to go down the mukbang rabbit hole. It is
No, we do not.
just mind-blowing.
Something tells me we'll never return from it. And I'm telling you, I'm one of those people that I do not like hearing mastication. I don't like hearing that shit.
Oh, you do? You hate hearing that sound? I have a friend who can't stand to hear people chew their gum. They will run away if it's disturbing on the ear.
How much you think that little bitch makes to chew food on?
Oh, let me tell you something. They make millions.
And that's my point.
This. There's a black girl. You could look this one up, and she eats copious, and I mean just massive amounts of crabs, shrimp, lobster. She will sit there and just for hours eat the hugest plate of shellfish. She's making a killing doing this.
That is not a talent. God damn it, America. That is not a talent.
And
wearing yoga pants is not a talent. They're just wear pants. Like, what the fuck happened in culture? Sports used to be something you used to do in preparation for shit for a talent. Just sitting there and gluttonous is not a talent. Quit paying these people money. Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Mike.
She eats shellfish.
What did I do? What I do on stage isn't talent, Spike. Come on now. But I think that there's something about this whole thing. I'm gonna look into doing some weird stuff on camera for money.
You could totally do it. Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
I could use the money. I'm a starving artist.
I mean, I'm not going to say how I know this, but because I researched it. I was desperate. Apparently, just for they like, and there's a whole culture of people that just like weird stuff. Like if you have a weird scar or your big toe is tinier than your other toes.
Yeah,
Weird mole. I mean, they will pay money, big money, to see this.
Now just play
The
with
foot thing there, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Work that toe to the tip.
And the weirder, the better.
Yeah. He's trying to make it weird.
Yeah.
Somebody
all them toes. Now dip them in something.
and eats food in the bathtub.
Yeah, dip them toes in ranch, baby. Yeah.
This is what they want. We are a sick society. That's all I can say.
But it's only that's got to be a fairly small cross section that's into the really weird, right?
Actually, no. It's not. There's a
You've
lot.
got figures to back this up. I want to hear these.
No, seriously. I went down and into this rabbit hole and started looking at it, and it's really out there, like tons. Not a little bit.
Like, oh. I don't even want to begin to unpack this because I know right where I stand. There's a hard line. There's a reason why people don't want to do anything anymore because assholes like this are getting paid to eat. And they're getting paid a lot.
Oh,
Your boss is screaming at you for $10 an hour like, listen, you're a piece of shit. Ba, 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 ba. And then you watch this little Asian whore fucking eat shit for money.
Yes. Yes.
Of course you're like, fuck that.
I
I actually wanted to see how I could get on that train. I mean,
That's what I'm talking about.
That's
When that
everybody
train
does.
leaves the station, I want to be on that train because apparently that train has a lot of money attached to the second car.
Everybody does. But that's like whenever you place talent on shit that don't need talent and you start spending money on it, it's like, oh, that dude's getting paid to poop. I can poop. Why don't I start videotaping me pooping? And now we have 1 million fucking videotapes of people taking shits. Why the fuck? Why the fuck
Because
is that?
when I do it, I can make a heart out of it.
Can you?
If I worked it, oh yeah. Poo art, I could do that.
Then make some
Poo
fucking
art.
money.
There's a genre. I'll have to research that. It's probably been done.
Poo art, guarantee it.
Ranch.
Curry Mendez says ranch toes, hell yeah.
Oh, that's my friend. Hi, Curry. Curry's my friend from Sarasota here. He's an amazing artist. Very funny
Thanks
guy.
for
And a
tuning in,
comic.
Curry.
I've been doing comedy.
Is he an amazing fecal matter artist?
No, I don't think he's ever done that. He doesn't work in that medium.
Yeah. I
No.
feel like that's a niche group.
It's very niche. Yeah, it's a niche thing. I bet you it's out there.
It's fucked up.
What is it? What do they call it? Rule 316. If you thought of it, there's a porno dedicated to it, a porno website dedicated to it.
Yep.
What pisses you off as a comedian to watch shit like that, dude? Because you go out there, you spend time on writing, you spend time eating shit, you spend time doing these things, and then you watch this asshole that masturbates with bananas make $1 million. Seriously? You fucking serious? Like,
I don't think the banana thing is that weird. That's probably that's hella yesterday already.
but I'm just saying. It's right along the fucking lines. You watch some 18-year-old. How about the 6-year-old that makes $25 million a year playing with toys while his parents use them up? How about that kid?
Yeah.
Think about when he grows up and he figures out what mom and dad did and how he's been living. Like, this is my fucking money. And you guys totally used me. He's going to be fucked up. He's going to be like Macaulay Culkin 2.0 only in like the heroin genre.
I don't think so, though, because they weren't making him do weird shit and weren't making him sit on set for hours and hours and hours doing hellish shit. Like, they didn't send him into Harvey's office. Like, look, you're going to have to take one for the team, Mac.
Oh!
Right. No, he's playing with toys, being as normal as possible. I don't think he's got a beef with his parents.
He might. I would.
It's like a Truman Show situation at that point. America's just watching him grow up. He's America's little toddler.
It pisses me off that he's more successful than I am, and he's only 6. Like, that kid just quit shitting his pants 3 years ago.
Jonathan popped in, I'm sure, to remind me it's the halfway point. Let's shout out to some sponsors. Do you have any to run, or am I just doing them all?
I got it all, man. And speaking of kids,
Harrison chasing. Moore, oh my goodness, Moore is absolutely walloped. I don't know how he's going to get up. Penalty.
I could watch that kid get pelted by that dog all day.
Did you hear the sports? Did you hear the football announcer in the background? Do it one more time, Jonathan.
Harrison chasing. Moore, oh my goodness, Moore is absolutely walloped. I don't know how he's going to get up. Penalty.
absolutely wild. I don't know how he's going to get up.
How many
One of my
cameras?
favorite ones.
Penalty.
One of my favorite old videos like that was I think it was College Humor did one where it was a Make-A-Wish kid, a blind kid running in a touchdown, and the last defender just destroys him. Like all the other defenders are falling down, and he's like breaking tackle after tackle, living his Make-A-Wish dream. And then the last defender just comes up and pow, just destroys this like 8-year-old kid. It's hilarious.
Oh, that was his Make-A-Wish.
I know, and he ruined it, and I love that. I'm a evil human being. What can I say?
I mean, they
About
could have done it.
sponsors.
Oh, man.
Go ahead.
I don't even want to comment on it. Like it exists. I just don't even want. Let's go ahead and you got some stuff to talk about, don't you?
Sure do. The Eargasm Comedy Showcase, everybody. Check them out on Facebook and on YouTube. Lots of funny videos, lots of funny comedians collaborating together. Check out the Eargasm Comedy Showcase, what Ryan Weiss and his team over there are doing. Also, check out our good friends at Funny Noises Productions. Chris Kettler and the gang over there putting on comedy shows from one end of Ohio to the other and beyond. They're in Pennsylvania. I think they might be in Kentucky and West Virginia now. That guy's growing like a tumor. Funny Noises Productions, funny so comedy, or comedy so funny, it'll make you F and P. Pharmacy Bar and Grill, where we do a lot of our minutes and we practice these bits that we cook up here on the show. Pharmacy Bar and Grill in lovely downtown Akron, not far from the campus. Stop in there. You won't get shot. Robert Coleman Jr. Robert Coleman Jr., bringing happiness and joy to all the children of the world.
He loves game shows too.
And our number one sponsor, our big money sponsor, the great folks at Peach
and Honey Anal Lube. Now available in fun size. But wait, there's more.
I don't know why.
And I know we keep promising you there's going to be a new promo for the Peach and Honey folks. We have been trying to jive our schedules together. As you see, the Spike and I are not in the same studio today like we try to get into. We were too busy greasing up last week to get that shot, but we will be shooting a brand new Peach and Honey Anal Lube just for you, our viewers. And that's our sponsors. Thanks, Jonathan. So to recap the show, we've been talking about fetishes. Spike is hardcore pissed off that people can make money off their fetish, and I don't blame him. We both reminisce to the day when people used to have a thing. What was that thing that people used to have to make money?
Talent.
Talent. That's right. Talent. Now you just have to have a nice ass and spandex pants, and that's just horseshit.
Or like to eat copious amounts of food.
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna hustle shame nobody.
It just used to be acceptable that you got to retain some dignity. That there was supposed to,
man.
like, see, this is what happened. This is why society's slowly breaking down. There used to be a spectrum of like dignity that one used to have. When you're shitting on camera for money, you can't go in there and be like, I'm a very proud and self-right. You don't get to be self-righteous anymore, dude. For $2, I could see your asshole.
That's not really what I'm saying, though. I'm just saying I'm not going to shame somebody's hustle.
I am. I am, because you need shame. The world needs a certain amount of fucking shame.
I'm pro OnlyFans, prostitution, whatever you want to. Your hustle, shake it.
Well,
What if
there's
your hustle's half-assed something to giving kids participation trophies?
I feel like you just took a left turn on that, but fetish.
He asked a legitimate question, is what he did.
Yeah,
I don't understand the question. Then.
What if that's the hustle? Is
What?
that a good hustle? You can't knock that hustle. Like
What
seriously,
hustle?
dude? The dude that gets paid the $1,500 to stand out in a field, barely teaching your son softball or whatever the fuck.
Did you
And
say
he gives him a trophy at the end of the year and tells him good job, knowing damn well he didn't learn a fucking thing. What about
I don't really see any sort of connection with that.
to what, your asshole or a hustle in general?
No, to like the OnlyFans stuff. Like, how is that? That seems like a hard turn, man. Like, if you want to go after the institution of school, by all means, go ahead and
It
take
could.
on that.
I'm just saying there's certain hustle. Everything's a hustle. Everything's a fucking hustle. If you're not shitting on someone's hustle, like the crack dealer down the street would be like, yeah, I'm hustling.
Man,
Right.
I feel like you're twisting my
That's a
words.
great hustle.
No,
I
we're
feel like
not.
you're twisting my words.
Hey, you didn't define hustle. And he is not lying. That dude
Well,
selling crack
how
down the
about
street thinks he's a legitimate businessman.
Barring,
Business is
barring
business.
all of the things that I think are immorally wrong,
Okay.
I don't know why I should have to say that.
And there we have it.
Oh, what about the guy selling kids? Yeah, I'm not okay with that.
It's where the line goes for the hustle, right? So for Jonathan, his line is lower than mine. Mine, I don't think you should like get paid a certain amount of money to show your asshole. Unless it's like a beautiful asshole or a special asshole, or you got like Fabio's asshole or
Can I
something.
ask you something?
Yeah,
You watch porn, or have you ever watched porn?
yeah.
So it's okay for a guy that owns a studio to make a lot of money off of her butthole, but she wants to make money off her butthole herself independently. Now you have a problem with it.
It's because the
So
bubble
we're
is not
just
special.
on
Double.
the same
You flooded
page.
the market with
About
useless assholes, is what you did.
So just so we're on the same page.
Well, yeah, no, you're right. You're absolutely right, because I do have a problem with it. What happens is when you open the world up for everyone's asshole opinion, you flood the market and no one's opinion's important anymore.
I never thought anybody's was, so maybe that's where we differ.
Maybe. But that's
Fetishes.
what happens. Your fetishes have fucking destroyed America, people.
My fetish is people making their own money.
You and your stepdad porn. Why
So
the
you
fuck is
don't
that?
you don't
Why is
masturbate
that-
to
in where to
OnlyFans
fit
because
in.
of their bodies. You masturbate to OnlyFans knowing that they're hustling for their money.
Right.
Yeah, I just follow them and I look at, I see, I'm like, you got tipped $1,200 there? Oh shit! Send me those receipts.
I'm just saying,
Oh.
I'm just saying, why are we letting these basic bitches drive up the price of pussy?
Hey, y'all wanted to shame gold diggers. They were like, I'll just milk one motherfucker for money. Now they're gonna milk all sorts of motherfuckers. You got a problem with it?
Well, the problem is there's so much desperation in this country. People are desperate for attention. They're desperate for likes, and they're desperate for OnlyFans dollars. I mean, they're desperate for a lot of things. It's a very desperate time right now.
and money.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the fact that we don't get paid enough.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of desperation for a lot of good reasons. I mean, inflation's far outstripping, what people make anymore. It's
Fuck the
ridiculous.
state.
Wesley Huntley says, I think Spike should try anal bleaching and maybe he won't be so bitter.
Oh,
I might
Mic
have a
drop.
perfect
For
little
science,
not a bad
and
idea.
for 1,000 subs on our YouTube page, I will bleep Spike's asshole on air.
little brown eye winking back at y'all.
Oh, we got another co-host.
Yeah, I hope that's okay.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Do we seem to be real
What's her
professionals
fetish?
around here? I mean, come on.
Her fetish?
We just move
Oh,
on and have fun for an hour every Saturday morning.
you do not want to hear about her fetish.
Oh, yes, I do. Now that you've said that,
Yes, I
we've
do.
invited Dogger into the bedroom. Bring it on.
It's,
Whoa.
it's bad. All
Eating
right.
the cat's poop.
That's it. That's the one. Kitty Roca. She goes in there and she takes the poo out of the. You win, Jonathan. Michael, you won. She takes the poo out of the litter box and she drags it across the house, litter going all the way with it, and then it's like a buffet. It's like it's a kitty litter smorgasbord.
It's a mixture of textures and flavors. You get the soft with the crunchy.
Yes,
I get it. You know,
it's like chocolate with a crunchy nuts on the outside. I mean, it's
Roger.
her
It's your
favorite
dog's
thing.
Easter.
What's that?
It's your dog's Easter.
It's her. You know what? Every day is Easter because we have 2 cats,
Oh boy.
and I haven't changed litter in 4 years.
Delightful. That is the dog with a use.
She's got a great use. Yeah. That's why we keep her around. Just for the litter boxes.
That's right, litter box cleaning dog. That's a real talent. That's a talent.
That is a talent. But you have to be very, very careful not to let her lick in the mouth.
Where's
Oh, of course not.
She tries to slip that tongue in there all the time.
where's the bottom of the barrel fetishes? Like again, you know how I am. I like to break down through like the hierarchy of how the like what would be like the number one and like what's the like even the other fetishes are like, you know, that dude eats cat litter with dog turds or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Nuts.
I don't think there is a bottom because it's like the infinite universe. I think when you think you've hit to the bottom, the most disgusting thing, somebody's always willing to go.
Murder sex. What worse fetish is there than murder sex?
Snuff film. There's snuff films.
Only
That's what I'm
icon.
saying.
That's my fetish.
Is it furries? Would furries be close to the bottom? Or are they toward like the middle? Like,
Oh, furries? That's like kindergarten stuff.
well, it's one of those things where you're like, yeah, there's probably not a bottom because someone will always go lower, but there's no end to our judgment either. So there's definitely someone that's considered the bottom. That's how the hierarchy of the system works. There's
Well, I'm with CP on that one. I'm thinking people with real fetishes look at furries like pussies. Come on. Come up with something
That's
real.
fetish.
You don't even have any feces on you.
Unless somebody's bleeding or something. Furries, come on.
I almost feel like being a furry is more like a sidecar. Like it's
Fetish adjacent.
Fetish is
no,
side.
I mean like it's one of those things like it can always be with anything else, but
Right.
sometimes it's just by itself. Like I'd say a lot of people are into being a furry and doing sexual things as well as normal activities or even pretending to be an animal. There's probably like all these different like fetishes within the fetish, you know. You play D&D.
Chaotic evil furries.
There's fetishes of people that dress up as babies and wear.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Maury Povich introduced us to those, and Jenny Jones and all those other smut programs that ruled America.
I knew somebody in Sarasota whose husband worked in the police department, and apparently, like the FBI, they track your computer activity and they see what sites you're going to. And these people were going to way too many like child porn sites, and the FBI flagged them. And at like 7 a.m. with my friend's husband, they knocked on their door, and basically it was almost like a no-knock, entry. And they pulled these guys out, and they were wearing diapers. And I don't know what they were doing, but they brought them down to the station just in their diaper.
Yeah, they did it to shame them and try to put them on public display. And that's not right.
Yeah.
What you do behind closed doors is your business.
What if that was the fetish the whole time and they just wanted to orchestrate it to where like, my fetish is to be in a diaper and arrested?
But the only thing I guess that crossed the line was that they were hitting child pornography sites.
Well, yeah, that's definitely a line crosser. If
That's
you find
a
children in
fun,
if you find children in any way sexual, I think you should immediately empty all of the blood out of your system right now. Please and thank you. Do the world a favor. Kill yourself if you find children sexy. Is that too hard of a line? I think that's 100% perfectly fair, isn't it? Those are fucking monsters. That's not a fetish. That's disgusting. Yeah, keeping it fun and light here on One Joke at a Time, everybody.
Dude, I'm not tagging in. I just went hard on yoga pants. You really want to hear me get all worked up about fucking child molesters this morning?
Please don't.
Yeah, exactly. We saved that for the conspiracy podcast.
Yes. Did you guys do one last night?
No.
100% cannot agree more. Thank you, Curry. I was afraid that I lost us on that one. But we are getting the hell off that topic. So back to the real fetishes. What is the bottom? What is your thought on the bottom barrel scrape fetish, Spike? You brought the question out.
I don't know because I'm not fetish like savvy enough to know. I didn't even know what the fuck the muckbag thing was. Like I didn't know bitches.
But you'd heard of it though, right?
No.
No.
No, I don't go down those fucking rabbit holes like that, man. Like I was still on like I can't believe half of America's masturbating to father-daughter porn.
Well, don't you watch creepypasta and stuff like that? You and Ashley, don't you watch creepypasta?
What's creepypasta?
It's like weird, scary stories from the internet that are like basically true stories about internet personalities and things like that, and things that go weird on the internet. Well, one of these mukbang girls was really, really popular, really, really famous, huge amount of subscribers, and then just disappeared one day, and no one ever heard from her again. And they think that there's a theory that she was held captive and was being forced to eat all this stuff. And like experts were going over the videos and watching the blinks and shit, and apparently she was blinking, help me, over and over again. And then disappeared completely. Creepypasta.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I don't need to know all that.
Yeah, I didn't need to know any of that.
I don't want to walk around with those thoughts in my head all day. Like someone might abduct me and force me to eat and then, want to do butthole stuff to me and ditch me in a ditch. Like, I'm cool.
I would if somebody abducted me and made me eat stuff. I'd be okay.
Well, right up until they make you do the butt stuff. And
Yeah, no.
throw you in the ditch.
Just bring me some McDonald's and stuff like that.
We're going to watch you eat 50 double cheeseburgers. CP is like, fuck you. Bring 100.
Like Kobayashi.
Yeah. Make it healthy. I'm on a keto.
Yeah.
Gluten-free, please.
Chocolate would be good.
That people were getting paid to eat, so I don't even know where the bottom of this would be.
Well, I stand by my original bottom. I would think that your bottom people are like your violent sex people.
Like they're bringing shame to the game.
Well, they just they do it for the dominance and the pain and all that other stuff. Like, I don't know. I guess that's really not a fetish. That's just being a disgusting rapist.
Curry Mendez says, if you're being force-fed lots of food, trust me, there will be no butt stuff.
I think
That's the best joke of the day.
Yeah.
I told you, he is really super funny.
Hey, I'll battle
We
it out.
don't have you on every week, but we hope to have you back next week, Curry Mendez. We have no guest lined up yet, but we will have somebody hot and fancy.
Curry. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think the bottom fetish thing, like whatever, like the bottom one, I think it changes, and I think it kind of moves with society. Like for instance, like how many people are like, I like it rough. I like to be choked, but like I'd say their version of like rough sex is like just like not gentle. You know what I mean? I'd say there's people that like to be hit and hurt. And then there's others like, oh, just, kind of get me right here a little bit on my throat and kind of slap my ass. Like that's vanilla now. Vanilla changes. You know what I mean? Like the more often you see people talking about it, that's the bottom of the barrel. I'd say people that are really into fetishes are like, oh, you like to get choked? Oh, you like a feather? Oh, ooh, look at me. I'm so off. Ooh, I like a feather.
Where did you practice that Shaniqua neck, man? How did you learn that?
Girl.
I'm telling you what, dude. That's weird. It's like an ostrich man. Ostrich man. Perfect neck muscle control. The snake head.
I'm going to get very intellectual here for a second.
Oh, we don't do that here.
You
Yeah,
just broke in my head. So.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to point this out because this is kind of all running through my head. We've kind of gotten to a place in this conversation where we're saying, like, how low can we go with this? It's some of this stuff is absolutely abhorrent. It's unbelievably disgusting. But if you look at the Romans and the Roman times, which was what, like 3,000 years ago, 2,000, 3,000, somewhere in there. I don't know. I'm bad at math. I'm a comic. I can't do math. They built colosseums, and they would bring in animals, bears, tigers, lions, whatever they could find all over the world. And then they would just throw people out there with like a little weapon, like a mace or a sword or a club, and let them have at it with each other. And people would sit around by the thousands paying money for this, and this was entertainment. This was live entertainment.
But to be fair, it wasn't designed to be jacked off to. They were not shoulder to shoulder in the Coliseum yanking cock.
There's no evidence to support that.
Yeah.
Right.
And to say that
There's no semen in the Rock record. I'm sorry.
There's nothing to say they did, but I'm pretty sure there's nothing that says we definitely didn't jerk off.
Videos of it and then doing things back at home with the video.
If they wrote down we definitely weren't jerking off, they were jerking off.
Right.
What's the king of the fetishes, though? Like, that would have been like the king fetish back then, right? Like everyone
fetish, whatever the new fetish is. Like, oh, did you hear what Steve started doing? Man, he started sitting limousines up his ass. I don't fucking know. Say he rolls the windows down, somehow it just gets in there. Damn, I guess that's a hot shit right now. Yeah, shoving limousines up your ass. That's what's hot.
Yeah, there's probably a sliding scale to that too. Like what's vanilla changes, what's the hottest thing changes. BDSM was probably the number one fetish for a long time, and then BDSM just ramped it up.
You know, I went on to Amazon recently, and there's a lot of 50-gallon drums of lube for sale. Like, that is a thing. I'm not even joking. My friend pointed this out, that she said, go to Amazon and type in 50-gallon drum of lube.
I'm doing.
You remember how much that cost?
Very expensive. But the fact that there are so many places on what's going on with the lube? I only thought about it because you said about the limousine. Because I'm thinking, if you're going to put a limousine up there, you better have a 50-gallon drum of lube.
Yeah, you're gonna be pressure putting that shit on there. Like, come on, man, and take off.
Well, I'll bet you it's a time saver. Think of how long it took to grease me up.
Well, to
if
be
I could
honest,
just dip and out, oh my God, that would save so much time.
You said the baby oil.
you guys don't go to the same bars as me if you don't know what those are for.
You could just buy a 50-gallon drum of lube. You could probably fit in there. Dip in, dip out. You're good to go.
Right. This is a worthwhile investment for the show, Spike.
Have you guys ever seen Escape from which is it? New York?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, from New York.
What if you're trying to put that limousine up your ass where it has like the chandeliers on the front of it? Like when Jonathan's talking about it, like I'm rolling through different limousines in my ass. Like, is it a Hot Wheels limousine? What if it was the Hot Wheels Escape from New York one with the fucking chandeliers on it? You're trying to
Duke, number one.
I think people would pay money to see that.
This one's
Absolutely they would. Absolutely they would.
And that's probably going to make Spike mad thinking about that right now.
Take this, Snake Plissken. Oh.
Here's what I've got to say about that. If you're fitting limousines up your ass, that is a fucking talent.
That is a talent.
Yeah, you're a seasoned vet at that point.
You deserve
what
money.
would your asshole
Yeah, that's like the Evel Knievel of fetishes.
anus anyone's ever heard of?
And see, that's the point I'm making. That guy should be getting paid to put limousines up his ass because he can do something no one else can.
Oh, that's the line.
Somebody message Chris Angel.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when everyone can do it, they shouldn't get paid for it. When there's one person or a select group of people that have what we refer to as a talent, and they do it better than everyone else, those are the people.
Don't just take pictures of your asshole. Take pictures of your asshole holding various household objects.
Yes.
Take a picture of your asshole vacuuming the carpet.
Yeah.
Take a picture of your asshole flipping an egg in a skillet. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, if you want to talk about that aspect, I can do that. There is no composition ever. It's not.
Did you just say I can do that?
Landscape. It's not nothing centered.
Crop
You know,
it. Give
there's
me a
nothing in the
backdrop.
background. It's just a wall.
I want a little bit of background music while your asshole does stuff. Step up the production value if you want the fucking money. Don't just give me a picture of an asshole. Think about it.
Angles, different
If you're going to shove your fist up your ass, do it on top of a mountain, right?
Angles, lighting.
A waterfall.
Give me the wide angle lens on that one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of, you know what I mean?
Dude, we're starting a porn company. It's going to be like porn, but shot like on a mountain view. So it's just like, you know, like there's even a bear in the background. Like, what the fuck is going on over there?
No. First off, what the
getting
great
railed
Mike
down.
was describing is not porn. It is fucking art.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's
Fucking art.
Right? Because you need to have a skill.
And that's why do we pay everyone for it? You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things like if it's
Talking
a
about
special,
archery.
well, dude, it's just about being special or different. But we pay all these people to do the same damn thing. It's like dudes when they send dick pics, and we're like, she don't like my dick pic. Well, it's the same dick pic that the dudes have been sending for the last 20 years. Add a backdrop, add a different angle, put some glitter on it.
Put some glitter on it.
Yeah.
Why do men think that women want a dick pic?
First off, men
We don't care what you
morons.
Our opinion matters not.
It's just, hey, would you touch this? That's all it is. That's all it is. Because we really don't care. If you're the guy sending dick pics, you don't care what anyone thinks.
You're casting a wide net at this point. You're casting as many lines out there as you can in a day for that one magical person who's like, hey, great dick. And then that leads to a conversation and a date, and she blows you, and then you never call her again because you're a piece of shit. You're an animal.
It's a personality type thing.
Yeah,
Dude,
but I feel like it's a lot of men.
Because a lot of men
it's a lot
have
of
the same personality.
You don't see that many women sending dick pics to men.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
I feel like the women that
I know
have
one
dick
person
always-
that's a woman that sends dick pics to people.
Really?
I feel like if it's a chick that has a dick,
Is her name Caitlyn Jenner?
Zing!
drop.
Speaking of Caitlyn Jenner, CP Post, where are you going to be coming up? Where can people find you? Where can people watch you perform your terribly, terribly awful Caitlyn Jenner jokes that are going to be so horribly offensive? The whole left will cancel you.
Cancel culture. Well, tonight I'm going to be in Miami at Just the Funny. I perform regularly in Tampa. I'm in, let's see, last night I was in Bradenton hosting a show. You can just follow me on social media, on Facebook, Instagram. I always post my posters. I'm in Orlando. I did Leslie's show on Tuesday night. Tin Roof.
Yeah, we're going to get Leslie on the show, too. She was
Yeah,
supposed to
Leslie's
be
also
there,
on.
but we fucked up. Well, not I personally fucked up and double booked the show that day.
Yeah, no, definitely get Leslie on. She's super funny. She's a great girl. Yeah, social media. CP.
Gotcha.
It's 12 o'clock.
And for all of you local folks, come check me out tonight in, where am I? Help me out here. Where's the place called? Me and the very funny Will Hopkins will be performing at Comedy Walk at the River Walk in beautiful. God damn it. Where the fuck is it? Franklin, PA. No, not Franklin, PA. I don't know, man. The flyer's on my spot. Just go look at the flyer. Thanks, everybody. Spike, you're going to be anywhere anytime soon?
Fuck no. Yeah, I ain't plugging out of that
Thanks
shit.
for viewing. Thanks for
All
the
you
comments.
fuckers do
Tune
is
in this week
cancel
when our
me.
guest will be some.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for coming on, CP. We appreciate you.
This was a lot of fun.
Call it a show, Jonathan. Put a fork in it,
I'm
baby.
trying to help you, motherfucker.
With Michael Copenhaver and Spike McCulley. Oh, God, the producer, he's a real OG. Oh, yeah,